Hello there, you guys. Welcome on in. I hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic Thursday. I think it is. Pretty sure it's Thursday. If it's not Thursday, then I am concerned. Welcome on in, everyone. Welcome on in. Oh, hello. Game? Thank you. We're listening to some new Leaf soundtrack right now, if you guys are wondering. I just kind of felt in a nostalgic mood, so I figured we'd put on some Animal Crossing music in the background. There's emote stuck to my screen. There we go. Wrapping up, only the year in our the game entirely. I saw the tweet and it made it sound like we're wrapping up the whole game. We're wrapping up the game for now. I want to do both. I want to try my best to finish the year. We might not get quite to the very end. Hi, Kiara. But I also do want to move on to another game. I'm just kind of not jiving with this one as much as I would like to be, so we are going to be moving on to something different next Thursday and Wednesday. Something is weird, I can't say, but something's changed. Yes, something has changed in here. Is anyone has any guesses on what it is? Any ideas? Just saying. Bragging rights to the person who gets it right. The mat! Okay, Rosie got it. Yeah, the mat's gone. The mat's gone. I got rid of, I mean, I still have them, but I got rid of the foam mat I had down because Kiara kept destroying it and it was bothering me, so. Is that a Bob mug? Yeah, Irvin hand-painted that for me for, was it Christmas or birthday? It was like 2 years ago, I think. It was just, I think it must have been Christmas because I remember it just before New Horizons, which was like in March. So, Irvin hand-painted that for me. It has, if you guys remember the new Leaf 3DS that came out, it had like the white, but then like the little multicolored icons. He drew those, or painted those, and then painted the bob faces all around it, so. I've never used it because I'm scared of breaking it, so it sits on my shelf. Just doing it all and scratching it up. Your floor looks like an endgame floor. My floor, you can see, that's where my chair used to be at one point. You can see how bad it is. I have a mat underneath my chair now for that reason. Because I kept destroying floors with my wheels. I was spinning in circles too fast, apparently. But yeah, no guys, I hope you're all having a good day. It's boiling in here, and they're doing yard work outside, so like I can't open the window, because you guys are gonna hear like mowers and weed whackers and whatever else they use for yard work that has an engine and is very noisy. But spinning is fun in a chair. It is. It is. How hot is it today for you? Let me check. I'm actually not sure. Also, would one of the mods be able to post the picture I just posted of Kiara so you guys can see what she was doing just before stream? Let's see. Ooh, you hit your ear. Right now it's only 22, feels like 23 Celsius, but it's much warmer than that in here. I wish I had like a thermometer like in my room. Oh, thank you. Rosie Menslin, I appreciate it. How you don't have legs to spin them. Who says I use my legs? Why can't I be sitting on my chair in it like a handstand pose and just like... That's a really weird image, isn't it? Oh, excuse me. Cries an American. It's a mood. Whenever someone tells me Fahrenheit, I'm like, I totally know what that means. I don't. No. Gonna be 28 today, feel like 31. I love the heat, but like, if I can't have fresh air in here, I'm gonna die. Right now it's the perfect temperature for you. What's that, what's the temperature, cool? Hi, okay. Okay, there we go. I have stories to tell you guys, by the way. I have stories this morning. There's also cat hair everywhere, so that's a thing. So one thing I want to say before I forget, patrons, if you guys are in here right now, I did post the thumbnail for the next game we're going to be playing next Wednesday, Thursday. I also mentioned it briefly during stream yesterday, so if you guys want to go check that out, feel free. Patron is something extra I have off to the side. It's not, you know, in any way mandatory, and I don't really like bringing it up too much for that reason, but it is there. It is there. But yeah, we're gonna be trying Twilight Princess next, actually, I don't think I should probably turn this. Oh no, I could. It's not hooked up right now. We're gonna be doing Twilight Princess next Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm very excited because I've never really played that game properly, so... But I can actually show you guys. 73 Fahrenheit. For me, that would be 22 Celsius. Okay, so Megan, very similar temperature, yeah. Wait, for real? For real? For real, I can show you guys. I stupid gamepad that's dusty because I never touch it because I hate it. It's right there. There it is. So it is downloaded, it is ready. And hopefully you guys are excited for that, because I know I am. I'm not looking forward to playing on this thing, mind you, but I'll take what I can get. And I was saying yesterday as well, because I've now purchased and downloaded that game, 100% they're gonna bring it out for the Switch soon. Like, I'm just saying it'll happen. Hey, Tobians, how's it going? I always forget to check my notifications. The console, is that's the Wii U. That's the Wii U. Yeah, please. So hopefully I've just opened up the way for other people to get Twilight Princess if you don't have a Wii U or you don't want to use your Wii U, which is a mood. But yeah, patrons, you guys get to see the first thumbnail, which I'm moderately proud of. I don't usually, like, I don't know. I feel like my editing skills are getting better. Never had to play Twilight Princess, I've always wanted to. So here's my story with Twilight Princess. I've actually played, like, God, what would it have been? I played maybe an hour of it on the GameCube. And then later on, I had the ability to play it not so legally on the Wii. And they mirrored it for the Wii. If you've ever heard of that, they actually mirrored the entire game, so everything was kind of backwards to how I first experienced it, and that bothers me. So I think the Wii U version isn't mirrored, if that makes sense. I think it takes after the original GameCube. Her Twilight Princess is slightly darker. I'd compare it, from what I know of it, to like Majora's Mask, like that kind of like there's a dark element to it. I don't like mirrored games. I think the reason why they did it is because they incorporated motion controls, and most people, I think, are the right-handed, whereas Link is canonically left, I'm pretty sure. So they had to mirror things. Ben called me right in the middle of that, so I've missed the majority of this conversation. What are we talking about? We're talking about the fact that next Wednesday and Thursday we're going to be playing Twilight Princess on stream. That is our new stream game that's going to be replacing Story Seasons. Majora's Mask scared you big time as a kid. I still haven't played it. I'm horribly put off by the time mechanic, but I will one day, probably on stream. There we go. Can we play it today already? I need to have the backgrounds and stuff set up. I'm not ready for it yet. But I am very excited. I am very, very excited. And I feel like, you know, every couple months I'll bring in a Zelda game. Like, you know, we did Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time. We've done Link's Awakening, Breath of the Wild. Like, every couple months we'll bring in a Legend of Zelda. And I think that's been kind of good for us, so. Hey, Jess, it's good. How are you doing? Let me see here. Tell me what to do, I'll do it. We start it later today. Rose is just like, I got you, let me get you a background ready. No, other than that, you guys, if you guys want to hear my tales of chaos this morning. So first off, this one just started screaming this morning for no reason. She just figured that if she starts making enough noise, we'll come to see what's wrong and probably give her a pet. So that's the thing that's happening. She's fine, she's in no way in any pain, she just starts yelling. She's like, hello? Did someone pay attention to me? Like today, oh no, I'm sorry, hope you feel better soon. Give me a second here, let me see. Hero mode is mirrored like the Wii version, so make sure not to pick that since you can start immediately on a new save file. Yeah, definitely not gonna touch that. That sounds hard, so we're not gonna do that. Tale of Chaos. Coming to Switch 2021. Ah, bot, go away, get out. Get. We don't want you here. So that was one thing, Kiara yelling at me this morning. Second thing, thank you so much for that follow, I appreciate that. I think I have the emote set to come up anytime there's a, like, any alert. So, fair warning, this is happening. But the second thing that happened this morning was I was sitting here chilling, I had my headphones on, I'm getting ready for stream, and my mom suddenly yelled from the living room, she's like, you have to come see this, come see your cat, and I'm like, okay, what is he doing? And I walk out, and my living room, we have wall-to-wall, ceiling-to-floor window. It's a really big windows, I should say. It's not a singular window. And some of the windows in it have sliders, so you can open it up and there's a screen there, right? Which I know in Europe that's not as common. Here we have screens on all of our windows usually. And what Ollie had managed to do is there's about like this much space between the screen and the slider, which is like partially open. And he squeezed himself in between those two things and has gotten himself stuck. And I didn't think to take a picture because I panicked. But like my mom was like, she honestly, she yelled for me, but she didn't get up to help him because she's like, no, I wanted him to scare himself so he doesn't do that again. I need a window screen. The bugs, man, the bugs. Yeah, they're so handy. I don't know how other people don't have screens because they're so important here. I can't imagine like the fear of having like a wasp fly in or something. Hey, random, how's it going? Squish chicken. He was a squished rotisserie chicken in that moment, and we saved him from the window, and then he got mad that we were laughing at him, so he bit me. So he's currently in kitty cat timeout. And that was my morning. He didn't bite me hard, but like, you know, he mouthed me and we're trying to train him to not do that when he's mad, so. We have a wasp flying once or twice every day. God, I can't imagine that. That would be horrifying. Alright, Brandon, no worries. Enjoy your walk. Enjoy your walk. But yeah, anyway, you guys, so, I was mentioning it earlier, but I'll mention it again here. Today is going to be the final day of Story Seasons, at least for the time being. There's a couple of reasons for that. First and foremost, I'm enjoying the game, but I'm also finding it's getting repetitive. I'm not as invested at the moment, and I feel like that can translate onto stream really easily. So I don't really want to put you guys through that. And the second thing is, I kind of want to wait until this game gets some more updates. In terms of quality of life stuff. In particular, the lag's kind of annoying, the makers are very annoying, so that's why we are stopping this playthrough, at least for the time being, after today's stream, and we're going to be moving into Twilight Princess next week. And I kind of want to, as well, jump into more games. I was speaking about this with the mods yesterday, actually. I want to jump into more games that are not as open-ended. I play a lot of, like, Stardew, Animal Crossing, Story of Seasons, games that can go on indefinitely, and I want to start getting through more games instead of just sitting on the same game for like months. I'm looking at Stardew. I'm really hoping that we can get into some more games. Pokemon Coliseum, yeah. First stream of the week, but I'll be currently studying Linux. Best of luck with that studying. I hope it goes well. Mystery Dungeon. I have a list. I always forget to have my bullet journal with me when I want to show you guys stuff, and then I have it with me when I don't need to. But yesterday I was writing down like a master list of like games I want to play on streams that are scheduled, and then games I want to do for cozy streams in the future. I played Poo for a week straight and then got a bit bored. Yeah, and that's the thing, Mike and I, we kind of like, when this game came out, I was on my vacation in like the end of March, and I had so much time to play. Mike and I literally just spent like 5 days playing straight for the entire day, which was great. It was nice because I don't usually do that, but it definitely burned me out a bit earlier than I should have. Are my eyes deceiving me, or did I see Ollie in the corner? You didn't, and that's a little bit scary because Ollie's not in here. What color was the cat? Was it orange? Do you like 3D platformers? It depends. I don't feel like I'm good at platformers. I enjoy Mario here and there, but like that's about it usually. No, Coliseum won't happen until you have it. If only I could just lend you my copy, but I'm so scared it gets lost in the mail. I don't want you to risk it, honestly. I need to go out and get another copy of Coliseum, honestly. But the other thing I really want to do, it's expensive, so I haven't invested in it yet, but there are these adapters you can get that you hook up to your GameCube, and it will upscale everything. I don't just mean it'll push it up to HD quality, I mean it will upscale all the textures in the game, almost like an emulator would, but you're running it off of your GameCube hardware, and I really want one, but they're very pricey. I, like, low-key kind of want to get one, like, for all the GameCube games, because there's so many GameCube games I want to play on stream, but I haven't for that reason. So I gotta look into that. Send you mine in DMs. Rosie, I have actually, I think the same one you have. I'll send you a link later. It's really cool. Strange pictures of cats that don't exist, but the site isn't exactly good yet, so some of them are really cursed. I'm so confused. Wait, what, Rebecca? Hat in Time is an easy, cute, and short 3D platformer. Oh my goodness, Reclade. Kim the human would be so happy that you're recommending me that right now. I started a Hat in Time once on stream when that game came out. And, I found it difficult. So, you know, that was a thing. Could have sworn I saw an orange cat on your right under the desk. Kiara walked by. It could have just been her and then the floor, maybe. Because I know the official one goes up to 200 a few months ago. I think they stopped making them. Oh, did they? Uh-oh. I'm gonna look into it again because, it was really cool. I don't know who that is, but they sound like an amazing person if they like a Hat in Time. Could we get a shout out for Kim the human, please? She's great. She's fantastic. Or the Ollie emote on screen. Oh, maybe. Maybe it was the Ollie emote on screen. That is a possibility. What time is this in game? This is already 6 p.m.? Jeez. Time goes by fast. Ollie can't phase through walls yet. No, but he did burgle his way out of his crate this morning, so that was a thing. Copy of the people wonder generates pictures of people that doesn't exist, but in AI. There's a bunch of pictures to determine what people look like, and then someone did it with cats. That does sound like it could be cursed. I'm pretty sure that is, yeah, that is random. Thank you. Have you seen the video I put aside this morning? I haven't yet. No, I've been a little bit all over the place this morning. Also, low-key, if anyone has good turnip prices, please let me know. I forgot to message in... did I message yesterday? I can't remember. Anyway, my turnip prices are tanking in both towns. So, that's a thing right now. Hey, Poison Penguin, how are you doing today? You did message yesterday. I think I did, yeah. I vaguely remember doing it. I was half awake. Very much so. And emotional. Rosie and I were watching Crisis Core cutscenes yesterday. And that game always makes me cry at the end, so... Hi, Kiara. What's up, girl? What are you doing? Hi. Hello. Do you need something? She's like debating. Checking a bit. I think I'm either fluctuating or big spike power based on literally just yesterday. I appreciate you checking. Thank you. Kat has learned to open doors when we have workers coming in to fix our house. So you have to put something heavy outside the door so he doesn't eat random things while the workers are here. Oh goodness, Kiara, what is this face? What is this face, girly? Hands up in the air if you cry at the Crisis Core ending, just like all hands up. Good time travel back to my 191 prices if you need. Thank you for that as well, I appreciate it. I'll let you know for sure. Should I demand pets or boop the mic? Or demand treats? But yeah, anyways, you guys, let's switch on over here. Gonna listen to some Animal Crossing music today while we play. Might switch over into the other soundtracks as well. But, yeah, we're kind of just trying to get through, winter. And I don't know if we'll get through it fully today, to be honest, but also, fair warning, the screen's gonna look funny for a second. My secret is exposed. Give it a second. There we go. Now we can actually like hear voices and other sounds. Got my final robot hero for my island. Like how there's quotation marks around the word hero. Andy, hello, how's it going? 30-something bells yesterday was 190 and then down to 121. I don't know much about how the stock market works though. So usually, if I remember correctly, there's like 3 days of increasing prices with the final, or 3 slots because it's morning and afternoon. And the third one will always be the highest, I think? The secret is censored. Oh, it was indeed. I don't know what it is, but for some reason if I go to a different tab, the stream stops. Oh, what browser are you using? That sounds weird. How do you rate Finders of All Town? It's a lot of fun. There's some gameplay issues here and there. I'm also a little bit burnt out on it, so as much as I enjoy it, I'm also kind of like, you know, I'm ready to move on to something else. Firefox just started recently. I haven't used Firefox in years. Maybe someone else has some idea? Because that's really weird. I know I had a thing for a while where if I clicked off a stream and then went back, it would kind of like rewind a couple seconds, which was really weird. And like I could hear the person say the same thing again if they were talking. But no, Pioneers of All Town is really fun. I'm just hoping that it gets some much needed updates before we come back to it. Want to get pretty far in Stardew first. Stardew definitely has more going for it, I feel like. My nose is so itchy today. Oh. It's my Friday. I took tomorrow off so I can travel to my mom's for the weekend. My brother's graduating from high school. That's really cool. That's really cool. I hope that you have fun. And then these can go away. Oh, is this tarantula hunting music that I hear? Having flashbacks. Firefox is my main. It gets janky if it isn't up to date. Yeah, I used Firefox for a really long time before Mike convinced me to switch over to Chrome. And now I kind of dual both Chrome and Opera. Spooder music. I can hear the scuttles already. But yeah, how's everyone's day going? How have you guys been doing? What have you all been up to? Mendlin, I know that you like, I use quotation marks, but like you essentially finished Stardew yesterday, right? With the 100%ing it. I use quotation marks purely because it'll just keep going on, but that's pretty darn cool. Firefox is up to date. Working on my mermaid drawing. I think you'll like it. Ooh, I hope so. Yes, winter year 3. That's crazy how fast you got through that. Vivaldi, because Firefox is acting up too much. I switched about 3 years ago. Firefox had some bad issues for me back then, and I never went back. I don't think I've heard of that one, Duddles. Gotten really slow over the past 2-ish years. Yeah, I noticed that as well when I switched over to Opera. I'm like, wow, Chrome is really laggy. Surprised with the lack of snow. I'm kind of okay with it though, because it means we get to actually have like crops. Get properly recommended for a job tomorrow. Exciting. Very exciting. Megan, enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your lurk. Okay, I was trying to pet the chick, but that's cool. Never had any issues with it. Seems different for some people. Yeah. I think it must depend on a whole bunch of other settings and stuff like that that you might have set up, or different things you use it for, so. So more on Saturday when I get set in stone. Tomorrow if everything goes well. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. That's super exciting though, either way. Haven't tried Opera yet, but there is this add-on for Firefox called multi-account containers where you can have a tab with different cookies. You have to log out and log back in. Oh, for school stuff, interesting. Yeah, I could see why that'd be handy. A lot like Chrome, but more open source. My PC runs. Oh, yes, Linux, yeah. That makes sense. Updated their SD card for the 3DS XL yesterday. Nice! Very nice. Butterscotch, you're doing good. And then we have Bun Bun, who is so cute when it's shaved, my goodness. Spending the last hour enjoying Cozy Grove. I'm so glad to hear that. It's one of those games that I will just like, someone's like, oh, what should I play on the Switch? And I will like shove Cozy Grove at you. I'm just gonna be like, here, play this. Because it's so good. Oh, is it, Rebecca? I don't really know much about that, to be honest. Does the bunny sound like a demon? It's a good question. I don't know. Forgot to let you know if I still need a picture. Yes, I was gonna take one this morning, Rosie, and I got caught up doing other stuff. I was thinking about it last night. And then I was like, I'll do it in the morning when the lighting's better. And then I forgot. So, don't mind me. But yes, I will definitely get you that. Some issue with opera, but wasn't sure what it was. Yeah. Okay, so this is all good. Got you. I got you, Rosie. See. Okay. Let's go check the bulletin board today, I think. And we'll probably go do some more of that mining stuff again. It's a real creeper shot if I've ever seen one. Oh, wait a minute. There you are, Hio. I'm looking for a male calico. You wouldn't happen to know where I could get my hands on one, would you? A male calico? I have no idea. Why do you ask? Darn, you're not sure either, huh? You know that young Lord Iori who came from the east? The boy was telling me that male calicos can predict the weather. Alright. Is that even possible? Do you know something we don't? It's just, I read in a book once that male calico cats are extremely rare. I think it had to do with the cat's genetics, but they almost always end up female. Oh, so he was just joshing with me. Maybe, but it's not totally far-fetched. The chances are slim to none, but I've heard that there are male calicos out there. Alright, Poison Penguin, we'll see you later. Have a good rest of your day. I think there was a 1 in 10,000 chance. Apparently they're really expensive in some eastern countries because of how popular they are. 1 in more than 10,000, eh? Just thinking about it boggles my mind. Kinda makes sense though. Predicting the weather like that's a superpower, you know? And superpowers don't grow on trees. A cat that can predict the weather, huh? Is it bad that part of me wants to see this happen? Nah, I do too, but guys, do I really gotta remind you that we are fishermen? You have a point. Owning a cat with a superpower wouldn't come cheap. I bet it wanted a share of our daily catch. Hey, Matilda, how's it going? Oh. Oh no, let's forget it. Let's just scrap the whole idea. I can see it now. Our cute, fluffy super cat sitting on the pier every day waiting for us to come home with dinner. Nope, absolutely not. If it messes with my fish, my business is done for. But, Mr. Marco, you could be snug in your bed and your super cat would come paw you awake. Good morning. Am I saying senor correctly, hopefully? It's going to rain today. I told you it's never gonna happen. You know what? Forget this. I'm going home for a nap. I love this. You could find the super cat shaking its little tail and pouncing on a spider when you come home. Wouldn't that be adorable? Yes, I'd love to see that. Oh dear. I think, aren't male calicos usually, like, they can't have kittens themselves? From what I've heard. Okay, alpaca wool. I don't have any of that for you. And I don't have any of this. Okay, let's go mining. Where's our mining skill at? Okay, getting there. Most of them are infertile. Yeah, that's what I had heard at least. Lurk gonna work while I watch stream. Andy, sounds good. Thank you so much for the lurk. I think I might switch over into some like Wild World City Folk soundtrack because this is like a little bit too chill. I just want to hear like the hourly songs. You guys are gonna have to let me know if that's too... that might be too loud. There you go. Hey, Titus, how's it going? Matilda, who are you gonna be villager hunting for? Hey, Cece, how's it going? Welcome on in. Oh, this hasn't really respawned yet. Okay, never mind. Let's go back to the village then. Oh, so I'm good today. I'm pretty good. A little bit tired, but that's okay. Got my energy drinks for that reason. Okay, so let's get our gifted stuff from the sprites. There we go, level up for the journey sprite. There we go. Okay. We didn't get as much as we did last time, I think because I haven't really given them enough time to respawn, I'm guessing, maybe? Oh, Bopper! So cute. Not anyone in particular? Well, hopefully you find someone who you really like then. Villager hunting, I feel like, with like no one in mind and just kind of seeing who you find is... it's fun in its own way, for sure. Give me a second. Sorry about that, I felt like that was a little bit too loud still. Go, okay, I had like foods in here, I think. And I'll put these away. And these will go in the fridge. Oh, do I actually have no... oh no, I have room. Okay, we good. I was about to say, do we have no room in this fridge? That would have been bad. Okay, let's go mining. Main thing I want to work on though, you guys, is I really want to level up our mining skill to level 10, because I've heard that there's interesting stuff when that happens, so that is going to be our goal. As well as we're still befriending the bachelors, bachelorettes, trying to get to know them at least a little bit better. Although I might try what some people were saying yesterday, where I just focus on like one person. Church and friends of Middletown, I picked it up on sale for the wife. Never played Story Seasons game, she's very confused on what to do. Apparently not much in the way of tutorials in that game. Oh, really? Trying to think back here, because I definitely have played it. Oh, there's... alright, never mind, I guess we're not mining today, there's stuff to harvest. Your main thing that you want to start off doing in that game, probably, is clearing out a little bit of your field, using the tools that should be, I think, in your toolbox in your house, if I'm remembering correctly. And you'll want to clear out a little bit of your field and start planting some crops, which again, I think you should have been given seeds, and if not, you can buy them from the general store. And you just need to water them every day, and it is broccoli, yes. Then you shouldn't need to worry about those. And then besides that, I just recommend wandering around, talking to everyone in town, getting to know them. You can venture into the mines a little bit. You can unlock a fishing rod. No, not in real time, not in real time. Very, very much like this game or Stardew, where like the time goes by relatively quickly. So many. We make a lot of money with broccoli in the winter, apparently. But Titus, I hope that she enjoys it. The thing with that game is that I played the original in the GBA when I was younger, so like I kind of went in like knowing ahead of time what it was all about, and I didn't even like realize there weren't many tutorials, but as someone who didn't play the original, I had a lot to look up online. This Wild World music. Yep, Wild World City folk music. But yeah, I guess it didn't even like register on my radar. I was just like, oh yeah, this makes sense because I had done it before. I wish there was a faster way to harvest. I missed my tractor from Stardew. We don't want to play Wild World again, but I have no idea where my DS charger is. Ooh, hopefully you find it. I feel like Wild World definitely hasn't aged all that well, but like, the dialogue is still there, and you know, it's still fun, for sure. Do you agree that Poot is superior? You know what? Yeah. For me, I really enjoyed Friends of Middletown because I had the nostalgia for it. But this game definitely has a lot more content, it feels like, compared to that one. And with updates and DLC and stuff coming out for it, I think it definitely has more going for it. Animal Crossing game I played the most, the music is so nostalgic, yeah, for sure. Okay, we are gonna make such bank from these, from all this broccoli. Olive Town will never, ever, ever have a shortage on this crop. Okay, there we go. So, we're still gonna go mining, because I said we were going to. And, we'll, sell off all of the stuff after, I think. Also, we haven't been here in a while. Ooh, that lag. Haven't been here in a while. There's all this stuff here to harvest. For some reason, some of the city folk slash, Wild World songs really make me think of Nintendogs, and I think it's just because I was playing both at the same time. It just gives me such nostalgia. There we go, there's our stairway down. Nintendogs is good. If you guys had Nintendogs, what breeds did you have? Or what game cartridge even, if you remember? I had the Chihuahua and Friends, and then eventually I got the Lab and Friends, and then I had the Dalmatian and Friends, which took away part of the fun of the game, because like earning the Dalmatian was really cool in the original. Gonna play Miitopia. I tried the demo, I'm not really interested, to be honest. I don't know what it is, it just isn't holding my interest. But I hope everyone else who plays it really enjoys it. Play New Leaf again so badly. But you also lost your DS charger. What was it with people losing your DS chargers? It's okay, I lose mine all the time too. I remember learning the hard way actually. I went up to my grandparents one time with my friend, and she had a DS Lite and I still had the original DS, and I found out the hard way that they don't use the same charger because I had forgotten mine at home and I couldn't use her charger to charge mine, and I was so upset. It was awful. My Nintendogs are okay, I lost my game. You have your brothers? The Lab on my cart, so I guess Labrador and Friends. I had a pug that wants a name George, but accidentally named him Gorge. Original 3DS XL charger, surprisingly. I have a whole bunch of chargers for the 3DS just because of how many I had at the end, I guess. What with capture card ones, and my original, and the XL, and... Utopia looks like a game, but not a $50 game in my opinion. Yeah, I'm glad I tried the demo, so I could definitely say, but it's not my cup of tea, I think. Peach Mario Kart and Nintendogs. I loved it because I love making my dogs chase it, but one day it vanished. Oh, that's weird. I remember those little carts you could get. There were some really cool, like, unlockable or collectible items in that game. USB cable that connects to the normal charging block PC, so I can charge my 3DS everywhere. That's a good idea. And he denied. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot you could actually, like, interact with other people in that game, couldn't you? Oh, hey, we got a diamond. Nice. And there's the peach card, of course. Of course. Oh god. Ow. Being coal in this game. It is, it is. I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed that. Like, I have so much more gold than I do coal, and that sounds really backwards. I've never joined Chandler from friends for some reason. I should check up on them soon. I don't think I actually have... Wonder if my original save file is still on my Nintendogs copy. I don't think it is, but one day I should boot it up just to check. That might be kind of fun to do. I had Chihuahua in friends, and I had, my little blonde Chihuahua, his name was Lucky because that was one of the default names. And I'm like, that sounds good to me. So. Not sure what Miitopia is. It's just like an RPG game, but like you can create your friends, family, whoever, as Miis. Or anyone, really, characters who you want, and just have fun with it. You can like cast them in various roles, I guess. Was that when I said Lucky they were saying Puppy, so my first dog was named Puppy? Oh! I can still hear the voice so clearly saying it was Lucky, Maxwell, Daisy, in like that order. And I can hear it so clearly. Those were like the tutorial names, I guess. But yeah, I really liked, I don't know, I felt like there was, maybe it was just, you know, online rumors and stuff like that, but I remember there was a lot of like unlockables and kind of neat little secrets in that game, because like, there was like the 4-leaf clover clock and like, you know, the lucky collar and stuff like that where you're meant to get better items. There was the whole thing where like, maybe this was a rumor, but if you went outside to walk your dog, in-game of course, when you heard the fire engine, you were more likely to find the fireman's hat, which unlocked the Dalmatian. And I thought that was the coolest thing. So when I got the Dalmatian and Friends one, and the Dalmatian was already unlocked, I'm like, you know, well that's not so fun. Takes away part of the fun of the game. For Skittles, I'm obsessed with her. My grandpa's got me an IRL pug named Skittles, and I had her for 14 years. That's really cute. Welcome back, Brandon. Okay. So they bring it back on another platform. I played the... It wasn't... What was it called? There was one on the Switch. It's not Nintendogs, I don't think. It was like Littlest Friends or something like that. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. I don't think it was by the same people, of course, who originally worked on Nintendogs, which I think was just Nintendo, right? But it wasn't that great, so hopefully... Bothering the dog with the peach RC car and the RC helicopter. There we go, we got some more diamond. Pokemon Snap wouldn't be brought back, but it did, so I'm holding out hope. Yeah. I mean, I feel like we're kind of going through an... I don't know if I want to call it an era, but like, you know, a time right now where remaking things, whether it be movies or video games, or remasters or whatever, is kind of incredibly popular. You could argue that's because of laziness or whatever, but it's the truth at the moment, so, it's possible. I used to come back and never had to play them because my older sister sold her copies. And never let you play? Oh. They're fun. All the old Pokemon games to Switch. Honestly, if they just like virtual consoled it up, I would buy all the Pokemon games again. Even though I own them, even though they still work. Having them in one place, I would invest and buy them all again. In like a heartbeat. And like it would make it so much easier to stream the older ones and just... It'd be nice. I want to go to my dad's house and grab my DS and play Nintendogs. Not to buy the new games though, which makes sense. But it would be nice, yeah. Oh, hey, emerald, nice. Oh, wait, there's one of these things down here. Ow, those things hurt a lot. They kind of like zoom in on you too. Okay, let's go back up. Nintendo allowed the name Nintendogs considering the whole brand protection thing. Wait, Rebecca, what? Tell me more, I'm so confused. I don't think I've heard about this. Okay. We're gonna be really late going to bed, but that's okay. Music really fits with this game. It's pretty chill, yeah. There's a different vibe about these songs compared to the others, so. Total War and Warhammer are separate brands. Oh, I see. I see, yeah. Okay, sell off all of those. And these. Oh! That is a very nice amount of money, we'll take it. I don't wanna actually, you know what? There we go, like 70k. We'll take that. Hey Tosa, how's it going? I hope you're doing good today. Okay, let's go to bed. I'm also gonna open up my window here, you guys. I'm sorry if it gets noisy, but it's like boiling in here. There we go. Never even had that. Game's just such a missed opportunity. You're just like, I'm just upset about it because it's a mood though. Okay, 70k. And I have like... my hair's frizzing because of the heat. Or the humidity maybe. And I'm not digging it. How's my day? It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. I was prepping for our Twilight Princess playthrough that we're going to be starting next week. And that's pretty much the main thing I've done this morning. Had cat chaos. About it. Blast the fans. Yeah, I have the have my Dyson behind me, but I don't know. I feel like it'll just be circulating like warm air at this point, so we're not bothering. I'll just try to press down on the D-pad to put away my tool. The peach stickiness from yesterday is still sticky. Thankfully not. Thankfully not. I do need to do another load of laundry though for the pants I was wearing at the time. This loads got a bit messed up. I put it under water and stuff already, but I think I should probably actually wash it. So maybe I'll go do that later, actually go take down bed sheets and stuff. Oh, wait a minute, you guys aren't going to be happy because there's no food in here. Let's do that before I forget. There you go. Maybe I should work on fixing the silo. I know it's like kind of not worth it from what I've seen. But it might be an idea. Ooh, okay, those are awesome. We're gonna keep those because I think one of the bachelorettes likes those. There we go. Why are the animals so adorably smooshed, aren't they? They're really, really cute. They did a good job with the animals in this game, I will say that. And I know like some people kind of don't like the bubble cow look. I think it's cute. Is it Umbripon? Hope I'm saying that one right. Let me know. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, we don't want to put those ones in. That's right. Awesome. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Guys, I have a question of the day for you all. If you guys are cool with answering. If you're lurking, no big deal. Don't even worry about it. But actually, wait a minute. Put that away as well. There we go. Hey, Loveland, how's it going? Question of the day, you guys. What was the first video game you ever played that you remember playing? Very first one. Okay, so we put these away. Sonic the Hedgehog on Mega Drive. How did I know? Did I know? And then these can go in here. The first Super Mario Bros. I think that was probably mine too. Played it back in preschool. Duck Hunt, yes. Duck Hunt was fun. Wild World, do you think? I'm pretty sure mine was Mario now that I'm thinking on it. Whizball. 20 years ago, 1985, my brother just gotten the C64 for his birthday. That's really cool. That's really neat. I believe I've heard of that before. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear the noise, by the way. Let me know if it's noisy or not. I can, like, open up the window on the other side, maybe. Troll named Hugo had to save his family from which every time you lost a life, he would knock on the screen to try to cheer you up. I don't think I've heard of that. It sounds cute, though. Putt-putt games, does those count? Yes. Yes, no, I'm here for those. The humongous entertainment games like Putt-putt or Spy Fox, Pajama Sam, like those were Freddy Fish, those were awesome. European only, maybe that's why. Candyland portable video game thing, I remember having when I was super little, but like first main title, probably Pokemon Blue. I had Candyland like CD-ROM games. There's two of them, they were different, for PC that I really liked. I think I got them from a cereal box. Remember Putt-putt? Everyone's memories are so good, I have no idea. No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, well, let's say this, but the first one that you actually remember picking up, maybe. Or even the first video game you ever, like, bought or were there for when you were being bought it, if someone else was getting it for you. Pokemon Red. I know my first handheld game was either red or yellow. I don't remember which. But I'm assuming yellow, because I think my mom would have gotten me the one with Pikachu on it at that point, so. Okay, let's put that away. Speaking of Pikachu. I still can't hear that, by the way. I still haven't fixed that, but I know you guys can, so that's the main thing. Remember a Game Boy game, but the details have escaped my brain? I had a lot of Game Boy Color games growing up. A lot of them were like movie tie-in games, or like there's Barbie games and stuff like that from when I was pretty small. Okay, I don't remember what everyone likes, so give me a second. I'm gonna bring up my own guide that I was working on with Rosie, by the way. I still haven't edited that command. I probably should. Just that I know who I'm gifting to. Okay, so Demon I wasn't really working on right now. Barbie Genie one. I had one too. For Game Boy Color, but I also remember there was a PC version that had like this genie bottle attachment. Do you maybe remember that? Anyone in here actually? Watermelon jewelry locket, fashionable bracelet. I think I should just buy the things, honestly. But Mysterious Bait, this is for Iori. Fashionable bracelet again. Oh, he also likes a certain type of food, though. Let's see. Okay, so Ralph likes this, so we'll give him that. PC version looks so much cooler, I want it so bad, but you had the Game Boy one, yeah. Giant bear carving, that is for Jack. And the Fulgurite, I remember that's for Reina. Bridget is the one who we're gonna give the plus milk to. This is for Lynn. And then we have Laura. I think she was the one who wanted vegetable juice. So we'll give that to her. I think I just need to go buy fashionable bracelets. I think that's it. But yeah, I also had a lot of PC games, like the Humongous Entertainment ones growing up. But I also had, like, I remember there's a Crayola one that was like a drawing sort of thing, which I thought was amazing. I had these Playmobil ones, if you guys know that brand, that were pretty cool. Howdy! Here to do some shopping. Actually, are you hungry by any chance? I made some stew for last night's dinner, but wouldn't you know it, I made far too much of the stuff. I can vouch for the flavor, it's good stuff, I promise. So how about it? Would you like some? Don't mind if I do. You're a doll, Emilio. Trust me, you're doing me a big favor. I like how a lot of Emilio's scenes are of him being fed. Seem to have noticed that. My folks can't handle rich foods like they used to, so they aren't eating as much these days. And little Cindy's hardly the type to wolf her food down, never has been. Jack's the only one I can count on to eat any decent amount of food, but he likes to eat out sometimes. The problem is, he never warns me beforehand. I toil away over a hot stove, and what do I get come supper time? Sorry, Mom, I already ate. Can you believe it? I could have sworn I raised him to be more considerate than that. Toph, the best of luck with your studying. For me, it's really special to watch someone enjoy your cooking. But cooking together with someone is even more special. I tried to teach Jack how to cook, but that boy couldn't tell salt from pepper. I'm hoping I'll have more luck with Cindy's lessons. How about you, Amelia? You ever thought about taking cooking lessons? You're welcome to drop by my place in the evenings. I'll be more than happy to teach you what I know. Nice! In that case, maybe you could give me a trial lesson, and if I end up getting the hang of it, we'll keep it going. Would that be cool with you? Yes, that sounds wonderful. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, thanks again for taking some of the stew off my hands. Low-key, I'm like, Emilio's kind of cool. Like, I don't know why, he's been really chill so far. So the Barbie PC games, I can't remember all, but I know they're most likely horse-related. I had one Barbie riding horse game, and I also had a mystery Barbie game, which is really weird. Thank you so much for the follow. Because to this day, the the FMVs in that game remind me of Final Fantasy VIII. Every single time I see it. Well, hello there, Crystal. Would you be interested in a bowl of stew? There's plenty to go around. Cool. Hey, Jack, come here. I need to give you something.
Hi.
Hey, what are you up to today? Nope. There we go. Hey, thanks. You sure I can have this? I feel like I only get stuff this nice in my dreams. Well, there you go. Look at you go. Getting nice stuff IRL. Oh, that's expensive. Oh, jeez. Okay. So let me see. Who likes jewelry lockets? Blair's pricey to woo, apparently. Because he isn't a jerk like Jacko or... Oh, Jacopo? Yeah, no, he's a jerk. Jewelry locket. No, we have something for her. Okay. So I need this for Damon. And this is for Emilio. think I got everyone else, hopefully. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's always weird that you can trigger cutscenes, like, just wandering around in this game. Oh, well, is something wrong? You look troubled. Oh, hello, Ralph. I'm looking for something. Specifically, a ring that's gone missing. A ring, eh? Sounds like it'll be tough to find. It's a ring that's really special to Miss Manuela. It has a jewel that changes color when it gets wet. Emilio was curious about what would happen if you put it in salt water, so he took it and I'm guessing that's when he dropped it. In that case, let me give you a hand. You'll help me look? Actually, if you do find it, would you mind saying that Emilio's the one who found it? He's in real hot water since he's the one who took it in the first place. Not a problem. Thank you so much. Is this the ring you were looking for? Oh, did you find it? That's it! Yes, I'm so glad it didn't get washed out to sea. Okay, I'm gonna go give the ring back to Miss Manuela. Sounds good, I should be on my way as well. Need to keep up with the usual training. See, I really like Ralph, but like, because there aren't the character portraits in this game, I feel like you don't really get to see his face all that well. And it's just a hat, so thank you, Ralph, and remember, we have to act like Emilio's the one who found it. Alright, cool. Let's see, is Emilio actually— oh, here, hi. So we're giving you the locket. Thanks, you sure I can have this, man? I'm so pumped that I feel like I could run a mile. There we go. Makes it more mysterious. Guess that's looking on the bright side. Oh, hey there, Crystal. Were you just eating? Just finished up work, wanna grab a bite to— did you just leave your mom's cooking? Okay. Whatever. Wanna grab a bite to eat together? Sure. Whoa, loving the enthusiasm. I think you and I are gonna get along swimmingly. By the way, how do you like that cheesecake from the bistro? Good stuff, right? Levette wrote an article about it recently. It got really popular when I had my folks try it. They barely batted an eye, told me it was nothing special. Real talk, though, they're not exactly what I'd call, is it gourmands? Is that gourmands? I don't know how to say that word. So I was wondering what you thought of it as a farmer. Ah, so that's how it was, huh, man? Hearing an opinion from a farmer is kind of cool. It's like you speak for the trees or something. Not gonna lie, I'm impressed. I never thought a farm would get built there, let alone that someone like you'd run it. I always liked that area, you know, had the whole place to myself and it was nice and quiet. I can't tell you how many naps I've taken there. There you are, Amelia. You promised you'd show me how to use that net today, right? Hey, Raul, you're right, I did. Oh, you're busy with someone else. You can teach me later then. It's the city folk music. It is. Someone like you, not sure if positive. Hey, Risa, how are you doing today? Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Come on now, buddy, don't be like that. A promise is a promise, and I made plans with you first. Sorry, I gotta go help Raul, so we'll have to have meals some other time. You sure? Of course, it's my job to turn you into a full-fledged fisherman. Sweet. Sorry about this. I'll make it up to you someday. Catch you later. That's this week's gone so fast for you. Yeah, it's been pretty fast for me too. And I'm definitely looking forward to the weekend as well. Okay, so Laura, we were giving her the vegetable juice.
Hey.
Oh, nice, Cruel. I've always loved these ever since I was little. I don't think I know a single person. Do you guys, anyone in here likes veggie juice? Like, will drink it willingly? And choose that over, like, fruit juice? What music is this? This is from City Folk. It sounds like the city music, but I don't know exactly what time of day this is from. Hey, jelly juice. that donation feature in Cozy Grove. I love donation type things in any game. Yes, it's pretty cool and you get rewarded for it too, so. Sun is amazing, it helps all the flowers grow. Thank you, I've been looking for this forever, I really like it. Okay, let's go see Bridget. Chili pepper sells real. Maybe that's something. Oh. That's ominous. I don't like the bell. Please, no. No, no. Not here for that. Is the Wild World music even really that different? The hourly music's the same, right? I think it's like the same, but that's okay. I don't know which veggies would be good in a juicing, do I? Time for Twilight Princess. You're summoning Kiara, I am your cat god, now give me all the treat, tiny mortals. This is not the right house. Hi.
Hello.
Hey there, welcome on in. How's it going? Is it... I want to say Oh, you don't want to say decade or decadence? Fantasy, am I... Decadence? Am I saying that right? Hopefully? Let me know. I read decade first and I'm like, I don't think that's right. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you, you're sure it's okay for me to have something so very wonderful. I feel like I'm dreaming. Okay, and then Damon's here. I think this was for you. Because you're pricey. You're seriously giving that to me? Nice, you clearly know me well. Okay, who else do we have? We have Ralph and Yori and Reina, I think. Why does the new calculator thing on the Switch cost £8? It's sketchy. Yeah, I wouldn't even look at it, to be honest. I could do that. We can get you that really easily, actually. There we go. It's difficult starting a new life for yourself, but so long as you take things one step at a time, you're sure to succeed. Free calculator on a phone or pay for a calculator on the Switch. Like, it just boggles me. Who's gonna pull out their Switch to do math? Unless you're trying to look like you're doing work, but you're not. I reached the that's all for today point, now on to the next game. Yeah, I like that about Cozy Grove. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but the fact that, like, you know, you can play for a little bit and then it's like, okay, you know, you can continue to play, but you could also go do something else. It's just super chill. If it was free, but I'm not paying for something I'm never gonna use. Yeah, and like also, chances are you have a free one on your phone, on your computer. Pupper! So cute. Calculators for those quick math equations in competitive Pokemon. I was thinking for Star too. But I don't think you could you can't open up two apps like that on the Switch, can you? As far as I know. Oh, hi Lian, hello! I'm descending into your stream. Oh my goodness, we are being descended upon. Welcome on in, you guys. How's it going today? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Buff Daddy. How was... Ooh, you guys actually playing some new Leaf today. Heck yeah. How's it going? What was up with that? Welcome on in, you guys. If you guys aren't already following Hylian, not sure why you aren't, but you should be. He's lovely. And I hope your stream this morning went fantastic. Thank you so very much for the raid, and also, of course, HGG love and Club Tortimer love as well. If you guys would like to go and click on that link up above, just literally the bot spammed it, so it's not too hard to find. If you would like to check out Hylian's stream. Hey Sunshine, how's it going? Welcome on in everyone. Welcome on in. If you guys are new and just joining us, my name's Crystal. We're playing some Story of Seasons today. We're actually wrapping this game up for today. And next week we're probably going to be moving on to Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which is actually a game I think I saw Hylian. Were you streaming that like last year maybe? I feel like it was last year, but like my sense of time is completely off. So I've seen a bit of your gameplay of it, and it looks interesting. It looks interesting. I'm very excited to play it for the first time. So, not at all. Not at all. Definitely last year. Yeah, I'm excited to play it. I'm really excited. It looks very, very interesting. Like more of a dark sort of theme to it. So I'm here for it. Called in for a second interview. Oh my goodness, somehow was interested, or interesting enough that they want me in again. Instead of all the ones with experience. Look at you, Clay. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Huh.
Oh my goodness. Stay cozy as an emote. That's fantastic. Okay, and this is for you, friend.
Huh.
There we go. There's everyone gifted, I think. But yeah, again, if you guys are joining us for the first time, Story of Seasons is similar enough to Stardew. If you've played that game, it's also very much related to the older Harvest Moon games. Oh my goodness, Hylian, thank you so much for giving that sub. Oh goodness, how do I say this username? I'm gonna butcher it, I'm so sorry. Vicanti? Hey? Maybe? I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, enjoy your emotes, welcome on into the starters. And thank you so much for that, Hylian. No worries, Rosie, no worries. I hope your work's going well. But yeah, it's a farming sim, a relationship sim. It's really fun playing it on the Switch. I don't know if it's available elsewhere. I can't remember. It's a lot of fun. It does get a little bit repetitive, which is why I'm going to be moving on from it and kind of giving it time for more updates to come out, but it is very fun. So, and super chill. That's why we're listening to some Animal Crossing music in the background, because it kind of felt like it fit. Go. No, wrong one. Wrong one. As well as if you guys have ever played like My Time at Portia, it kind of has vibes like that with the crafting and all of the makers that you need. First streamer that I watched on this platform, you showed me Hylian. Oh my goodness, Silvers! That is so awesome. Hylian's like fantastic. So I'm happy to be able to introduce you to him. And you know, it's cool that you decided to stick around too. Just need to do good at another interview. I got this. Yes, Rexlade, you got this. I'm so excited for you. That's so cool. I don't think I ever. All the jobs I interviewed for, it was always a single interview, you know? I never had to go back in. It was either a yes or a no, or a they ghost you sort of situation. So that's really cool. Gonna get all the cash money, yes. Buy all the pet. Okay, random. Maybe not. maybe not that far. Okay, so we'll put that away. Actually, you know what? Ooh, it might be a little bit too late. I should have bought some more broccoli seeds today. Hylian as well. You spoiled me. Thank you for gifting the sub to Silvers. Silvers, I hope you enjoy your emotes. Thank you so very much. Are we too late to buy more broccoli? Uh-oh. Oh, no, Jack. Gosh darn it, get your cute face out of the way. Welcome, it's your lucky day. You're the 10,000th customer we've had since our store was established. Congratulations. Did you count every single person? To celebrate, we're giving away this commemorative gift. It's a snow globe. It's small enough that it won't get in the way, I promise. Come on, help yourself. Oh, did we get another lucky 10,000th customer? That's, what, the 4th one this week? I love that. And you've still got tons of those things left, huh? Can't you spare one for your favorite little sister, please? No way, these are for our valued customers. Aw, you big cheapskate. Hey, if you ever get sick of that, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. Listen, you. That's what these are for, right? People throw them into the ocean and yell stuff like idiot after a bad breakup. You see it all the time on TV. What sort of TV are you watching? Concerned. Another? Yeah. Do you? Anyway, if that ever happens to you, you gotta promise to give it to me instead of chucking it into the ocean. Crystal's our customer right now, Cindy. You can't say stuff like that to her. Well, you won't have to worry about that much longer. I got somewhere I need to be anyway. See you later. Cindy's so cute, though. I guess the cat's out of the bag, huh? We actually have a ton of these on hand. The truth is, we had an unusually snowy winter a few years back, so I made these thinking I could sell them as souvenirs. But by the time we were ready to- sorry, they were ready to be sold, in the store it wasn't winter anymore, so now I have to give them out as little commemorative gifts. What experiences this kid had. Speaking of which, this is the first time I've ever told a customer that. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I appreciate that. I don't know why, Crystal, but I kind of get loose-lipped around you. Guess you're easy to talk to. I don't feel like I've said anything this entire conversation. I'm just good at listening. Are you still open? Ah. Oh my god, you're still open. Broccoli, oh god, how much do I need? I'm gonna buy 100 and hope that that's enough. I don't think it is somehow, but that's okay. Gotta do my chemistry, no worries, best of luck. Hope it goes well. You silently nod so well, I'm compelled to share everything with you. That's like the story of every Pokemon and Legend of Zelda game, just like pure silence. Well, most, I should say. Not all. Anyway, I think we're gonna put the snow globe back here next to the thing that we got from Lynn. That's cute. I like it. Okay, let's go plant the broccoli. And how's our mining coming? I feel like it's not, like, moving at all. It's probably because I want it to level up. Ooh, wait, are these done? Oh, I should have bought more of these too. I guess we can buy more tomorrow. People think they can just tell me stuff. I mean, they can. I'm a good listener, but still. Yeah, you're just like, you're so quiet. They're like, we can tell you stuff. I get it completely. Except for myself. People walk up to me and talk with me because I just look approachable or something. Oh, I would hate that. I would hate that. I'm so shy. No, I lurk a lot, but I appreciate you for being you, honestly, Hylian. I appreciate you for lurking and for being so awesome. I look up to you a lot. Thank you so very much for the raid. Enjoy that lurk. And, like, get some food, get something to drink, maybe. I know you stream for long hours, so... Okay, I definitely didn't buy enough seeds. Mistakes have been made. Hydrate? I'll actually have some water here. I've been sipping on an energy drink all morning. Also, low-key, I know Cat Cam isn't on today, but yesterday Kiara was trying to sleep on my PS4 for like the majority of the day, and I've moved the PS4 into a position where she can't sleep on it anymore, and she is so sad. She's lying beside it looking really sorry for herself. She thought she had found like the best cat warmer spot. Oopsie. Actually, wait a minute, I forgot about this. Ah, so much faster. I was so used to harvesting. Poot! Gingy Ginger, how's it going? Oh man. The name of this game is... It's a fantastic acronym, let's just say that much. 28. Oh wait, did I get enough? Oh, I think I may have got enough. Look at me go. Heck yeah. I got a little bit too much actually. Yeah, nice. Okay, I'm gonna pick these up a bit, I think. Going okay? That's good to hear. I do kind of come through here and like clear out the land again, so maybe tomorrow in game we can do a little bit of like ooh, the lag. Do a little bit of clearing. Especially back here, this is a little bit much. Also, we can go purchase the seasonal areas now, so that's kind of cool. I don't know, does anyone have a preference of spring, summer, fall, or winter? I'm kind of thinking summer, but I'm also indifferent, so. Okay, put away our flowers. Stuff we don't need. Put away broccoli seeds in here too. There we go. That's a decent amount of money. It's not, you know, as much as we were making the other day. Actually, wait a minute. I don't need that. I just need this. You know what, you guys? I was just thinking maybe I can expand a bit on the question I was asking earlier. And for those just joining us, my question of the day was, what was the first video game you remember playing? It doesn't have to be necessarily like the first one, but the first one you actually have memories playing. Maybe I should expand that to what's the first game you remember playing from, I wouldn't say all the consoles you own because that might be a lot for some people, but like, you know, from some of your favorite consoles, let's say. What was the first game you owned on those? So I think the first game I owned on 3DS surprisingly wasn't Animal Crossing. I think it was a Kingdom Hearts game. First Super Mario game on NES. That was mine too, yeah. Some game on the PS3, but the first one I remember was Nintendogs and Cats, yep. Pokemon Red, very good. Oh, you got Tangy! Very nice, love it. Sword of Mana. Very cool. So in Pokemon Gold, the first time I really remember, honestly, is GTA Vice City. Sonic on the Sega Genesis. Okay, let's go to sleep. Nicktoons Unite, that sounds super familiar. I don't think I had it, but I think a friend might have. Just because that rings a bell. An M&M's game for the Game Boy Color. That's funny, like product tie-in games. Ooh, apparently, are we having a snowstorm today? Donkey Kong 64, very cool. My mom had a habit of getting me 2 or 3 games whenever she got me a new console of some sort, just so that I had a little bit of choice when it came to what I was playing. So with my DS, I remember I got Animal Crossing Wild World, of course, Nintendogs, the Chihuahua and Friends, and I think the last one was The Sims 2 DS, which was a very fun game, and I still stand by that statement. Horrible 2D platformer side-scroller, I loved it. Sonic Adventure Battle, played that as a kid. Tetris Dr. Mario. AC Nature love my Switch. What else did I have? My mom got me for my GameCube, she probably, I know it was Animal Crossing, which I didn't touch at first, I didn't like it, but it was my very first Animal Crossing game. Of course, I now love it. SSX Tricky, because I had played that at a friend's house, and I think it was either Super Mario Sunshine or Luigi's Mansion. I think it was probably the Mario one, and then she got me Luigi's Mansion later, and I was horrified by it. I didn't know what to think of it. Which is funny, because, again, now it's a favorite game of mine. Sly Cooper game. I really want to go through the Sly Cooper series, as well as the Jak and Daxter. Those are two that I want to try out. Final Fantasy VIII for the PS1. My first PS1 game I loved. Still love it a lot. For my 3DS it was ACNL. Bought the console for that game, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't grab... I love SSX Tricky. So good. It is so good. I'm not usually into sport games, but that is like the exception for me. But also, honestly, I think I want to go and try properly playing through Final Fantasy VIII at some point. I have to, like, actually give it a try. Well, first game. It's between Sims 1, Mario 64, and a Tinkerbell game on the PS1. Wolfenstein 3D at a friend's house. Play it on Strum. Canadian Avalanche. I had that, I think it was on GameCube, right? I feel like I had it somewhere at least. Alright, hello, how's it going? If I had in time, I think you might find Sly 1 and 2 a bit difficult. Probably. Probably. If there's any amount of platforming, I'm just legit the worst. Yeah, I think my mom may have gotten me that game, the 1080 Avalanche one, because she knew that I liked SSX. And then I don't know if I ever really played much of it. Oh, you know what, actually? Thinking back, I think the first 3 GameCube games were Animal Crossing, SSX, and Super Mario Sunshine, and then I think she went out and got me Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, which is still one of my favorite games, and Luigi's Mansion at the same time later on. I'm guessing it was probably like a Christmas present or something. Just got back to work, had to get an infusion. How are you today? I'm good, I'm good. I hope that everything's good on your end after all that. All the time for the music, yeah. I'm trying to think what else. I think Game Boy Color. I'm pretty sure it was Pokemon Yellow, but I don't know if she got me Red and Blue at the same time, because she had a habit of doing that. The first couple of generations of Pokemon. It was an every 4 week sort of thing. Oh, okay. Some elements of 3D platforming, but climbing and balancing on edges are all just holding a button, so it should be fine. That's not too bad then. I'm trying to think what else I had. Wii U, unfortunately. Mine actually came bundled with Super Mario 3D World, which is pretty cool. So I played it on there as well as on the Switch later on. I think my PS3 came bundled with like an Uncharted, no, was it 3 or 4? It may have been 4, came bundled with like the Uncharted series at the time. I've never touched it. 3DS, I'm pretty sure I had Kingdom Hearts, and then I got Animal Crossing? Or maybe it was Animal Crossing. I might have gotten them at the same time. Is Uncharted your favorite series? It looks cool, I've just never really gotten into it. Let's put these in. Had a million issues with my Wii U. I'm really not the Wii U's biggest fan. That's for sure. The Switch, Breath of the Wild, that was the only game that came out with it that I wanted. And I share a birthday with the Switch, so I got it for my birthday that year. And it was awesome. And I streamed Breath of the Wild, and Irvin managed to kill us by dropping a block on top of Link in one of the shrines, and it was great. Um, I remember my mom surprised me with a Game Boy Advance SP one year, and I remember distinctly because my mom liked to make a big deal over like Easter baskets and stuff like that, and like, you know, she kind of wanted to do something really special that year. So she got me the Game Boy Advance, and it was like tucked into the Easter basket, and it was like really special. And she got me Pokemon Ruby with it, which I loved. Need to pick up Breath of the Wild again. I was talking about it yesterday. I kind of want to go back and like Korok hunt and do all the shrines and stuff, because I finished the game on stream, which is amazing, but I kind of want to go back and do more. That birthday stream was amazing. You were the first person I saw playing Breath of the Wild. It was so much fun. It was so crazy, and it's just it almost feels like a different time. Wii U is pretty good still, but I never use it anymore because I have a Switch. I just think it failed because it had terrible marketing. It did have really bad marketing. I have a lot of issues with it, unfortunately. But I've been using it recently for Paper Mario, and we're going to be playing Twilight Princess next week, so we're going to be using it more frequently. Moon jumping. Yes, the Breath of the Wild streams brought us moon jumping, which I will never ever forget. Mom sounds like an amazing person. She's pretty cool. I'm a bit biased, but she was really in tune with like my gaming as a kid. She's like, there's so many other bad things you could be getting into. You know, just have fun with this as long as you keep up your grades. She was pretty chill. Okay, let's go smash rocks today. Bought a Wii U just to play the Wind Waker remake. The Wind Waker remake is so good. I love Wind Waker. And I keep hoping that maybe one day they'll port that over to the Switch, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know, I can dream. My ultimate goal is to never have to plug in my Wii U again, essentially. Oh hey, I didn't know mushrooms spawn over here. I did not mean to eat that. Whoopsie, meant to press this. Issue with the Wii U having a system memory error thing. My Wii U essentially killed its own battery. That was my issue with it. I think it has like a standby mode sort of thing, where it would give me advertisements randomly in the middle of the night. So I rolled over one time and I think I saw just like Donkey Kong's face lit up on the screen. I think it may have been for Tropical Freeze or something like that. And the gamepad, I need to have it, I have it right here, I need to have it like plugged in at all points or else it'll just die right away. So, surprising they haven't ported it. I was really hoping for the Zelda anniversary they would just, or Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword. Wish we got one of them at least. Mine can't keep power by itself anymore either, yeah. Well, Switch, but ACNH was like the main reason I got it, if that makes sense. Oh, that's totally fair, yeah. Weird dream story time for me. So my dream was mainly about me going into my old tablet I had before my Pro 12, trying to find seed to my first ever world in Minecraft. Close to the end of it, watching one of your streams, I don't know what game you were playing. Then for some reason Pepper suggested if I changed my username to Imposter Brandon, and then it ended. My dreams are weird. Brandon, time to change your username to Imposter Brandon. Alright, Rickley, we'll see you later. Have a good rest of your day. I had a weird dream last night. Someone was yelling at me because I don't know if it's called, I don't think it's called the same thing. We have postal codes here. I think it might be called zip codes elsewhere, if you guys know what I'm on about. And like, I didn't capitalize one of the letters in it. And the person in my dream got really upset at me, and I was just like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, like, I didn't hit the caps lock or like the shift button on my keyboard. And like, that was the entirety of the dream. It's just someone yelling at me for not capitalizing it. And pasta because food. You're just gonna get me to find that seed and change my name. Are they postcodes in the UK? no. Speaking of Wind Waker on Switch, though, they've been porting over so many Wii U games that I'm pretty hopeful still that it'll happen. And that Nintendo realizes that the Wii U may have been a bit of a mistake, so that's why they're porting all these amazing games over. Wild World soundtrack is so good. It's so chill, isn't it? We were listening to some New Leaf soundtrack earlier. We were listening to City Folk, which is pretty much the same thing. I think we might try some GameCube next. I really want to find a seed, but tablet's not surviving at all anymore. Minecraft crashes the whole tablet, so I doubt I'll find it again. Oh, that's frustrating. I know it's nice having like a really nice seed and like, you know, knowing where things are. E3 is next month. Could get some announcements then. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. It'll be really cool. I'm very excited for E3 because I know last year there wasn't really an E3. So hopefully this year we get a little bit more news. In particular, I know a lot of people are going to be really hoping that we're actually going to get news this time for the Breath of the Wild remake, or sequel, not remake, oh my god, the sequel. Because we didn't get any last time they brought up Legend of Zelda, but I guess we'll see. This is before the Ocean update came out, so it probably won't get into the app at all, yeah. It probably would just get locked up, I guess, right? Actually. I guess we could just keep mining. Actually, you know what? No, I should probably clear out the farm today. Hoping for Twilight Princess for Switch, though it might not happen. I mean, I'm hoping now that I've bought it on the Wii U, that means it is guaranteed to happen on the Switch, so if it does happen, you're welcome. I really hope so for everyone, though, honestly. It was like, I played Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on stream on the Wii, and then of course, what was it, like the next year, they announced the Mario, was it Super 3D All-Stars? With Galaxy 1 at least, so like, that was a little bit frustrating, but it's okay. We have localization coming in July, but I'd love for Capcom to finally announce that Ace Attorney 7 is at least in development. But I fully prepare to become the clown. Oh no. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Any Pokemon info, it would be a separate event, I think. Pokemon Company likes to do the stuff themselves now. Probably, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if it was. Super thankful because I don't have a Wii U and I don't want to buy one just for one game. Yeah, no, don't do what I did. I bought the Wii U essentially for Animal Crossing, and that didn't happen. So, that was a thing that I regret a lot. Menslin, enjoy your lunch. And this weather looks absolutely awful in-game. But Amiibo festivals, we don't speak of such things. No, it's okay. I actually, like, I don't absolutely hate that game. It's just, it was a bit of a, like, salt in the wound sort of situation. Hey, Squish, how's it going? Remember the world so well. Being so excited to play Minecraft for the first time. Oh, I totally get it. I like, there's a lot of games that are like, you know, unique worlds and stuff that I miss the save files I had on those. For sure. Animal Crossing GameCube being like the big one. Okay, let's see. So there's more here. You got food? What sort of food you got? Hey, BC King, how's it going today? How was your stream? What were y'all up to today? Were you playing some more Twilight Princess? Or were you guys doing something else? Thank you, Give Life. Hello, how's it going? Welcome on in. You were awesome, awesome. Welcome on in. I'm planning on starting that game next week myself, and I'm super excited. Because I've never really had the chance to play it, so you coming in here and you know, raiding has reminded me about it, so thank you for that. Idea around Amiibo Festival. The game is meh. Probably be enjoyable with more humans. Honestly, I feel like if they had Amiibo Festival as a mini-game in ACNH, kind of like Desert Island Escape was, and then they brought back Desert Island Escape as well, I'd play it then, especially if it was multiplayer. Oh, nice, Squish, nice, enjoy. Go get rid of all this stuff in here. But yeah, if you guys are just joining us today, welcome on in. We're playing some Story of Seasons. If you haven't seen this game before, it's very similar to Stardew or Harvest Moon. It's a farming sim, relationship sim, super cute, a lot of fun, lots of crafting and makers and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Luke, hello, I'm good, how are you doing? Well, this music is so chill, my goodness. But my little farmer is out in the middle of a blizzard right now, if you're wondering what's going on. We're kind of just clearing out our farm. Really hard days. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Sorry you haven't been having such a great time. The Capitalist, hello, welcome on in. Welcome on in, you guys. Okay, our hearts are getting real low here, so we're gonna head inside. But at least we got some of the farm a little bit more clear, at least. Visuals look less detailed and less cute in comparison to the others for this game. Compared to like the Friends of Middletown remake a little bit, but doesn't really bother me. It's still pretty cute. First time I saw some turnips in ACNH, I bought a heck of them. Heck of a lot, I'm assuming for 97, and I have luck. I was able to sell today for 137. That's really good. That's awesome. I've been trying to sell turnips myself this week, and my prices have been awful. It's pretty bad. Where am I going? Okay. There we go. Oh, no, not that. Not you. That's better. Okay. I was getting a bit, confused there. Newer Harvest Moon makes me sad. Yeah, the newer Harvest Moons are kinda not the greatest, that's for sure. I can see the similarity for sure. It's not enough to bother me, at least. It's still pretty fun. Like, you know, the core gameplay is still here. Tracking the market for a minimum work for you. Yeah, I've been using an app called ACNH Life that has a turnip calculator in it. It's been pretty good. I don't know if that's the same one you're using. Alright, Jelly Juice, we'll see you later. Thank you so much for hanging out. Okay, let's do a save. SOS from my local store. Normal price. Oh, and you got the buffalo plushie? That's really cool. I didn't pre-order and I got this digitally, so I didn't get that, unfortunately. Original store product has expanded. What did I sell that was new? Love ACNH, but I miss the music, the cafe, and the villager personalities of past games. They seem so uncannily nice and bland in this one. Yes. I kind of feel like every Animal Crossing game, the villager dialogue in particular, has gone downhill. Just slowly over time, with the exception, personally, of New Leaf. I've played through City Folk last year before, I guess. That's crazy to think that was 2 years ago. And the villagers were very, like, vacant, almost. I found them just, like, staring at walls. It was really weird. And then in New Leaf, of course, they were pretty good. They gave you a lot of tutorials. The amount of times I learned how to take a screenshot. Buy it from the eShop, too. That's a mood. But yeah, unfortunately, I feel like the dialogue has gone downhill almost every entry. I feel like more of a chore talking to them rather than enjoying. I love it when they occasionally spit out, like, just a fun line of dialogue. It's really rare, but every now and then they'll just spit out something that's just, like, completely out of left field, and I think it's fantastic. So, like, who was it? Was it Zucker? I think the other day I talked to Zucker and he starts going on about how this is all like a simulation and how none of it's real and how the characters were all made for someone else's amusement and like breaking the fourth wall, right? I thought that was really funny. But you don't get that kind of stuff very often. But maybe it wouldn't be so special if you did. Played RuneScape or Harvest Moon? Yes, indeed. I mean, I haven't played RuneScape. Rune Factory, that's what I was thinking. I've played a little bit of Rune Factory. I didn't really enjoy it, but I also played it when I was like a kid, right? I am looking forward to trying the new one that's coming out. And I've played quite a bit of Harvest Moon, yeah. Shiny Eevee gang, hello, how's it going? Let's do this one. And let's throw in a diamond and I guess maybe an emerald? Not that great with villagers. New Leaf is a little better. Just wish they wouldn't give tutorials so late in game. Yeah. I wish the thing that I always hoped was like, you know, if you hadn't played New Leaf for a while and you came back, then maybe the dialogue for tutorials would trigger again. But like if you played every day, you know, there's no point in telling me how to take a screenshot. Compared with one of the recent updates where they start off with more of their dialogue that they would have done by talking multiple times the same day. So there's apparently a lot more variety. That's good. That's good. I know that I'll enjoy this game by it, but I'm still not 100% sure about it. It might be an idea to see if it goes on sale and like wait for a bit. It also has a couple things that need to be kind of ironed out first. It's weird that I miss being insulted by my villagers, but here we are. Yep. Game looks fun. It's pretty chill. Octavian has started calling me. Brought them from me, but wait, Matilda, I'm so confused. What? That's weird. I feel like the first one definitely wouldn't be programmed in, right? Let's do this one. And these ones. There we go. Big problem with my villager in ACNH. What's going on? What's going on there? Okay, I thought my music stopped. We good. But no, overall, like, yeah, the villagers aren't the best in, New Horizons, but I really feel like they focused on, the town building more so than really anything else. Peggy, oh, she is pretty cute. Okay, make sure you guys are dealt with. Did the others have animal or have fodder? I think they did. Oh hey, we've been getting a lot of that Milk Plus stuff, which is great, because we want to give that to Bridget, I think. Want them to be mean and sassy. I keep hearing people say that they miss the mean villagers, and like, I agree. But some of the things the villagers used to say, like, they were real nasty back in the day. There needs to be a balance of, like, you know, not outright being so mean. Exterior decorating with the terraforming. And the dialogue was the back burner, yep. This sounds a lot different from how I remember it sounding. Like, I remember what this sounds like in New Horizons. Moved Vesta in via Amiibo 2 days after my hunt where I found Audie. Both are settling in nicely on my island. I'm slowly turning my island into a sheep island. Very nice. But then you have Audie, the wolf. She's a wolf, yes. I'm like second guessing myself. I'm pretty sure she's a wolf. They really could have just made them standoffish at first and then slowly warming up to you. That's what I liked about... Was it the Grouchies who did that? Or the Crankies, sorry? I think. I seem to remember. That's why I like Gaston and villagers like those. They kind of didn't start off friendly. At least, I don't think they did back in the day. I wore these black and white striped pants because I wanted to look like a Beetlejuice for some reason. They were supposed to arrive weeks ago. I got a refund. Oh, and then they're there. Nice. Okay. I should probably... There we go. Grab some of this. Let's move these. And I also need to go buy some more mushroom seeds here. I think, yeah, I might switch over to Animal Crossing GameCube here for a bit. Okay, good. They're actually right there. Nintendo. Start 6 a.m. There we go. Turn that down a little bit. I have Wolfgang too, but he won't stay. As soon as I have his picture, he'll move on. Same with Audie, Judy, and Sherb. Oh, you only want the sheep. Okay. I have two villagers the same personality type. I feel like they're all the same one. Yeah, that was my thing. I like the lazy villagers, and I always get the same dialogue from them, unfortunately. Same with, not Snooty. What are they? Smug. Hey, Breezy, how are you doing today? I hope your morning's going well. So I wanted more of these. Actually, how many do I have? Let's get 24. Did I need anything else from you? I don't think so. I want to say Water Buffalo? Dan, am I saying your name right? I don't know why my alert came up so funny there, but thank you so very much for the raid! I appreciate that. Welcome on in. How's it going? How was your stream today? What are you guys up to? Okay, so we're gonna put this back here. And then the honey machine right in front of it, I think. Oh, you guys are also playing some Storia Seasons? Very nice. Where are you guys at in game? That's awesome. Okay, and we're just gonna put these down. Okay, cool. Dead by Daylight to Story Seasons, now I'm hungry. Gonna go get lunch. Enjoy your lunch. Enjoy your lunch. That is really anxiety-inducing game, at least for me, to a really chill game, so that sounds like a plan. Winter Year 1. Oh, perfect. We're like at the same place. Awesome. I guess I should continue clearing out the fields a bit. Especially the third field, it was getting a bit overdone. I haven't actually really started wooing anyone yet. I've been trying to get to know all the bachelors and bachelorettes. Hopefully soon I'll actually decide. Because they're just being very stubborn. It's possible, Brandon, yeah. Which one did you go for? Gee, I'm not actually aware. I haven't really been keeping an eye on it. Oh, you went for Reina? Very cool. Very cool. She's fun. So far, I've been kind of looking at... Ralph is kind of cool. Emilio is pretty neat. I'm liking his cutscenes a lot. Laura, Bridget. I don't know, I like a lot of people, apparently. They know as soon as they give me their photos, I'll disappear for a bit. Yeah, they're like, no, we can't do that. We gotta keep them. Yep, we're listening to some Animal Crossing music right now. This is, I think, just early morning GameCube. I believe it should be 7 or 8 a.m. maybe. Kind of just bouncing back and forth between the Animal Crossing tracks today. Okay, let's get this clear. It's one thing, again, I hope that they fix this in a future update. It's just like, you know, make it so stuff doesn't spawn nearly as fast. I hate having to clear out my fields every couple days, it feels like. Played that in a long time, New Horizons. Mainly at the moment, yeah. I still go back and play GameCube every now and then, but definitely not as much as I used to. I'll go through phases where I just want to play GameCube. Well, thank you so much for that follow, by the way. I appreciate that. I should actually probably drop you a follow too so I can check you out next time you're live. There we go. Awesome. Thank you so very much for that. I appreciate it. So those small ponds don't spawn in the fence area. Yeah, those are really annoying. The trees spawning in front of the fences also. A little bit obnoxious. Okay, and then we just have these to clear. Yeah, we just started that this last weekend. I've never played any of the Paper Mario games before. So I've been really having fun with that so far. It's interesting, and I'm hoping to eventually go on to like Thousand Year Door and the other ones later. Yeah, it's honestly really cool so far. And aged really well, all things considering as well. Yeah, no, feel free. I've owned Thousand Year Door for years. Someone gave it to me for GameCube years ago, but I didn't want to play it because I hadn't played the original. So I'll finally have the chance to touch it. It's just been sitting on my shelf for so long. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything cleared except for like all the little things in here, so grab these. Can't wait to complain about color splash. So random, I know you and a whole bunch of other people probably in here know, we have the original Paper Mario on N64. I'm playing it on Wii U Virtual Console. We have Thousand Year Door on GameCube. I know there was Super Paper Mario, I think you guys were saying on the Wii? What other systems are we gonna need? There's 3DS, right? And the Switch for Origami King, I know. Is there one on Wii U? those. We don't need those here. Sticker Star for 3DS, Wii U for Sticker Star 2. There's a sequel to that one? Oh, wait. You're pulling my leg and I fell for it. You're talking about the... Right, got you. Random, why do you, like, you know I'm gullible. I'm gullible as anything. Come on. I was like, wait a minute, they made a sequel? Good lord. Guys, just don't sarcasm me. Oh goodness. I love these bots. They're fun. They don't realize that I don't want any of that. Oh goodness. Ooh, that lag. I didn't know you could get rid of the pawns after draining them. Yeah, someone told me about that, I think, and I was just like, oh, what? It's pretty neat. Oh, okay, random. I see. Big pond on the farm can be moved right once drained? No. No, unfortunately. The big ponds are stuck in position as far as I'm aware. You can drain them, but they're just permanently there. They'll just refill back up. Oh hey, the broccoli's done. Cool. Okay, I think the store is probably going to be already closed. And it probably won't be worth it to buy more of this anyway. It's the best of Sticker Star trilogy. But it's far from the original, it's just my hot take, as the cool kids say. Sounds good. I did watch a decent amount of Origami King's gameplay. I always seem to tune in around the same area, so I'm very, very familiar with one area in the game. But the battles looked really different. Really weird random lag spikes. Like, I understand, like, you know, if you guys have ever visited a really populated Animal Crossing New Horizons town with, like, lots of banners and the signboards and stuff like that. Like, I get why those lag. Oh, my bag's full. But when this game lags, it literally will just suddenly stop when I don't feel like there's anything really going on, and I don't know exactly what's causing that issue. Because, like, for the most part, that's an empty field that I just got lag in. And I'm wondering if maybe, if I filled up my farm more, would that get worse? Blame Baby Park, I'm here for it. We can do that. Aw, Medlin, welcome back, welcome back. I was just saying how much I've been enjoying it, though. Low key. Like, the one I've been playing, I mean. Oh, that's a really pretty flower. Wasn't me, it was someone who looks like me. Okay, this can go up here. I guess I'll just put these in here for now. There we go, like 20K. Oh dear, Mandlet, I'm sorry. Ranta. Oh right, these ones take longer to chop down, don't they? When I can get my orichalcum stuff, it's gonna be so much better. Just have to get to level 10 mining. Oh, these games are terrible and everyone thinks otherwise is wrong. Just trying to enjoy my newer Paper Marios. You know what? Screw, like, you know, just enjoy what you want to enjoy. Don't let others ruin it. It's okay, you should see Itsu going on about Kingdom Hearts with me. You know how much I love Kingdom Hearts. We just have very, very differing opinions on it. Oh, oh, lag. Opinion in 2021? That's crazy. Oh, jeez. People won't let you form your own opinions. Oh no, I'm not gonna. It's okay. I play Kingdom Hearts, like it's already a weird enough game. I think I can handle not letting people bother me about Paper Mario. Don't you worry. I'm excited for it. I kind of want to see and decide for myself whether or not I like it. What is this Kingdom Hearts? It's an addiction, that's what. I feel like Crystal will find the same complaints I do. We'll see. We'll see. I'd be a fan of Kingdom Hearts either. That's because I absolutely despise Doll and Goofy in most princess movies. Just not a fan of Disney. That's totally fair. I feel like you're gonna get a lot more out of Kingdom Hearts if you are into Disney. You don't have to be, but you're definitely getting a lot more. And if you don't like Donald and Goofy, then like, they're stuck with you for the entire game, so. It's a cursed franchise, but I'm in too deep. Help me? Yeah, it's a mood. And like, I'll be the first to like point out Kingdom Hearts flaws. Like, I know it's not the best in a lot of ways, but I still love it. What do I need to fix this? Oh, I can do that. That's not too bad. I thought everyone loved Kingdom Hearts. What's the controversy? A lot of people, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. A lot of people think it's essentially a bad fan fiction. A lot of people don't like the gameplay across various games that all play different. A lot of people aren't into Disney or aren't into the Final Fantasy Disney mix, which is fair. I get that. I don't know. I've always loved it, but again, huge Disney fan. And I get suckered into that sort of thing. It's cute. Most people don't like Final Fantasy VIII, but I like it a lot. Yeah, I have not such great opinions on that one, but I want to go through it and I want to like it. That's the thing. I really do. So, hopefully. Also, best Animal Crossing track playing right now. Just saying. Low key. Don't at me. 1 PM Animal Crossing GameCube best soundtrack. In my humble opinion. You don't have to agree, it's okay. We can all have different opinions like we were saying. Didn't someone from Pixar say they considered Toy Story World canon? The Toy Story. I hadn't heard that, but that's fantastic. Random. See, this time I remembered that I said don't at me. So it didn't spook me that time. With my brother when we were young, so I have a lot of nostalgia for them. I don't care if they're good or not. Yeah. See, I started playing them when I was like 14, but I was like at this like perfect age where like I needed something semi-childish to take away from like the growing responsibilities of IRL, I feel like, and it was perfect. I was the same age as Sora, so in the original. GameCube Animal Crossing is the best. It is. I mean, in my opinion, again. Okay, 8 a.m. Have I been missing birthdays? Low-key, I've been missing birthdays. Okay. Okay. Story that caught me and finally the names were so odd. Didn't matter what they were saying. They weren't spoken, so no matter how I read them in my head, they were right. Yep. It's okay, Chi. No worries. I hope your trip goes well. It's my birthday back in February. Random, that's not. No. Okay, I need to sell off some of those diamonds, but let's put more of those in. And I'll put in some more silver ore because we need to bring this and that with us to upgrade the silo, I think it was. Maybe I'll bring this up again here, you guys. We were talking a bit about it yesterday at the end of stream. But for anyone who wasn't there, or maybe you're new, I'm planning on doing cozy streams, which are going to be completely not scheduled. You know, I usually stream 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern every day except for Friday, so I usually have a set schedule that I follow. And like, you know, I'll stream the same games on the same days a week, if that makes sense. But I want to start doing cozy streams that are usually later on at night, maybe like 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern. And completely not scheduled, completely like, you know, whatever I feel like playing that day. With the, I guess, I don't even want to say rule, guideline maybe, that the games I play are super chill, just cozy, relaxing. However you want to word it. So if you guys have any suggestions for games, I have a list of games I'm planning on bringing over to the cozy stream. So if you guys want to suggest any, I'm here for it. I'll try to write them down for later. Only played the OG Story Season on 3DS. How's the new ones? This one's pretty fun. The Friends of Middletown Story Seasons remake is good, but I'm also very nostalgic for it, so. What's a cozy stream? Oh, no, don't worry, I got you. Yeah, I figured it might be fun, just off schedule. I wouldn't, you know, have a set start time or end time, just playing whatever we feel like. Simpsons on the list. I can add it. That'd be another thing I need the GameCube adapter for, I think. I think I broke the menu. This isn't... What happens if I hit it a second time? Did that take away my materials or not? Alright. Large amounts of fodder can be stored in the silo. Wasn't large amounts like 40? Yeah, large amounts is like 40. That's definitely a big amount. I don't like the silo in this game. I want to actually move this. No, pick that up too. I kind of wanted to move this like somewhere in here. I feel like it might take up a little bit too much space, but like I feel like it's gonna be kind of cute. blocks the fence a little bit. I don't really want it down below. Let's find another place for it. I could just like have it off to the side here because I can't actually walk through here anyway. Like this is, it's blocked off, so I could always just put it here. You're not blocking anything there, at least. There we go. Let's see, how's our levels doing? Nearly the level 8 for one. Let's check the bulletin board and then we'll go mining, I think, for today. Did I check out my animals yet? I did, didn't I? Oh god, wait. Maybe I didn't. I didn't yet. Oh my god, okay. Whoopsie. I'm a good farmer, I swear. Ooh, we could also have we had a whole bunch of like artifacts and stuff from digging up the pond, so maybe we could do that today instead. Get those assessed. Crop next to the big pond area today. Though I did wait until all of them were done growing and replant them, kind of liking the new location for my farm. Yeah, I was really happy to move the crops kind of like further away from the animals and from my house. I feel like it just kind of works better. And it's so much more space too, if I'm thinking of this of the right area where you moved yours. The second area, yeah. Won't The Simpsons be not family friendly? It does have some cuss words. Is it actually? I didn't know that. No, it's either way, it doesn't really matter. I do non-family friendly streams every now and then as well, so it's all good. It's nice to have the flexibility at least. Whatever hour this is in GameCube, this reminds me of coming home from school and playing the game. So I'm assuming this is like later afternoon, maybe? I forgot the items. Spreadsheet. Yeah, cool, feel free. Feel free, it's what it's there for. Was I working on- wait a minute. Give me a second. Was I working on the big pond? Or lake? Have I forgotten about that? I knew played it in preschool. Oh, I was clearing out at some point, I think. Okay, I need more coal for you then. I feel like I don't have enough coal. For a minute, I was confused on how to use the- oh, use the pumps, yes. I wasn't quite sure about it at first either. It took me a moment. Hey, Katari, how are you doing this morning? Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, that's a really cute picture. Where was that picture taken? Okay, let's continue getting this because we got some really good items from doing this last time, so. Uh-oh, Brandon switched being funny. You ready to go on an appointment? How are you doing? I'm good, I'm good. A little bit tired, but for some reason, I've been waking up very early and having trouble going back to sleep, so I feel like that's probably the issue. On the whole, though, it's just been a nice chill day today, playing some Story Seasons. Might switch into something after our break today, might not. I'm not too sure yet. I did not mean to come in here. Happens to you as well, yeah. I hope your appointment goes well. I think I mentioned this to you guys already, but tomorrow I'm gonna go get my first COVID shot, so I'm excited to get that over with. Oh, you're just the person I wanted to see, Crystal. Our museum's gonna open up an exhibit about the history of this region soon. Would you mind lending us a hand? Sure. Perfect, thanks. I'm glad I can count on you. Okay, so since it's about history, we want something from, like, the Paleolithic, hopefully I'm saying that right, age? Like, 30,000 years of history, travel back in time and see it all come to life. Basically, we want our exhibit to scream that, but right now I'd say it's closer to a whisper. We're gonna need more stuff to get the message across. Like stone tools, arrowheads, animal bones, and all that jazz. You go around plowing up dirt every day, right? Have you ever dug up any stone tools or shell heaps or anything? I mean, I have dug up stuff before. For serious? That's awesome. We can't waste time standing around here. We need to find some quick. You help me look. Sure. Actually, about that, Reina, I've decided to postpone that exhibit indefinitely. Thank you for your hard work. What? So it's like totally cancelled? Aw, man, and here I was getting all hyped for it. Career-wise. I've been doing this full-time for 2 years now, and then before that, I actually don't know when I officially started streaming, to be honest. I wish I remembered the date, but I don't. A good couple years before that, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
It's the O lady. Gonna get your second shot done on Saturday? Yeah, I think here,
Oh.
where I live, they've just opened it up to anyone over 18 plus can apply to get their, or schedule their vaccine, so that's pretty cool.
Oh.
Things seem to be moving a lot more quickly, and I think some locations are even taking kids 12 and up, so.
Oh. Oh.
We're not really getting anything to donate, are we? Oh, there we go. That's something I think I've already donated. Don't like that old lady. Why wouldn't she want an exhibit like that in the museum? I don't know. I don't know, it's weird, but she seems to be canceling a lot of stuff recently. She was talking about, like, renovating the museum and she got our hopes up and then she canceled it.
Hello.
Do you need any of these? Apparently you don't. Twitter. Oh god. That's a cute picture. Okay, so we're gonna put away those. Doesn't like any new ideas if she didn't think of them herself. Yes, I've met people like that in person. I don't know about the rest of the US, but I know where I'm at. Anyone 12 plus can now get the vaccine, so my grandma took my cousin yesterday. That's good. That's really good. Hey Alex, how are you doing? welcome back. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, let's replace these, and then we'll probably just mine for the rest of the day, I guess. Look for Blathers slightly. Blathers at least doesn't cancel anything, not even bugs. And he doesn't even like them, yeah, but Blathers is nice. And we will... I don't have a lot of that. We'll put in some of this, maybe. Alex, yeah, I'm having a pretty chill day today. We're kind of doing a little bit of wrap-up, actually, on Story of Seasons. We're going to be moving on to a new game next week for Wednesdays and Thursdays. And, just having a really nice chill time. There we go. Okay, let's go do some mining. So we've listened to all this, at least older soundtracks for Animal Crossing. We do some Zelda soundtrack, maybe? Or we can do Pokemon. What other game? No worries, we'll see you later. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Do it, Zelda, you think? Yeah, we could get hype for next week with some Zelda. I'm here for it. Cat Genji. Watching you play. Oh. Okay, I don't want any remixes. There we go. It might get louder between songs, but that's okay. I'm very excited to try, or to start, I guess, Twilight Princess. There's been a lot of games that I haven't been able to play, for one reason or another, that I finally had the chance to play on stream this year, so I kind of want to continue that. Kittens of Hyrule. I really, really want to play that game. No Mind, No Life. Is that for going in the mines a lot? That's kind of cool. It is, Alex. Yeah, I'm gonna be going tomorrow. I need to, like, make sure I actually know officially where I'm going. Later on today. And then, tomorrow at 1 PM, actually, this time tomorrow, I'll be heading out to go get that done, so. And then in the evening, you guys, I think 5 PM Eastern, I'm gonna be, on stream on Andrew's channel, and we're gonna be playing some Jackbox if you guys want to come hang out for that. I'll retweet it when it does happen. I'm just hoping I'm gonna be up for it after the shot, because I know myself too well, and I know I'm gonna get, really anxious over it. This music's a little bit too chill. Let me see. What else do you got in this playlist? I need some Wind Waker. Where's all the Wind Waker in here? I see no Wind Waker. How is that possible? There's one Wind Waker. Oh wait, this playlist has remixes. Let's see. Nope, that's covers. We don't want to listen to those. It's gonna be a fun time because you're gonna have me and Crystal there. Just saying, you should come. MCP, yeah, it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. Where they give you the vaccine injection, gently massage your shoulder muscle. The pain it's just your muscle trying to get the vaccine to the rest of the body. Yes, I've heard that like a little bit of like stretching and stuff like that can help. Why can I not find like any Zelda music that's not like a remix? Breath of the Wild music? Breath of the Wild music is nice. Might be a little bit too chill again, but yeah, no, tomorrow should be fun. I haven't really I've been on Titus's stream before for a podcast, and I've been somewhat on Breezy's for a fishing event. Have I been on anyone else's stream before? I don't think so. So that should be kind of fun. First time for everything. Breath of the Wild has such a gorgeous soundtrack, but you don't hear it very often. There's a lot of just silence that they use as well. Or ambient sound. Just splatters galore. Love this music, it's really good. Headache, try drinking loads and sleep. I only had a headache at worst. My reaction to the COVID vaccine. You got the Pfizer one? Got my mum and I think Mike both got Pfizer as well, so I'm assuming that's probably what I'll be getting. Just because it seems like that's the one we have the most of here. Hey Emmy, how's it going today? Welcome on in. You know, I never went and purchased that new land. I can always wait until next time, I guess. Ow, ow. Ow, oh god, ow. Yes, it will be, because that's the one with the least side effects. Yes, yeah. That's why I was happy when my mom got that one, because with her breathing issues and stuff, like the last thing I want is for her to have, I've heard like COVID-like symptoms from the vaccine. That wouldn't be good for her, so. I know that's usually second dose anyway, I think. COVID vaccine booked for Tuesday. It was the last one out of my family. Or you were the last one out of your family to get it. That's awesome. Congratulations. Oh my god, random. Got Pfizer as well. The only effects I got were the bitter metallic taste in my mouth after getting the shot. Oh, interesting. Lasting throughout the night. I hadn't heard of that. That's interesting. And then a mild headache the next day. It's the super rare side effects. Oh goodness. I guess it's not really a good thing in this case, but interesting to know about at least. Okay, I should probably head back. That's a cute picture. I like that one. Don't do what I did and look up scary side. Oh, no, 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 no. Definitely not. That doesn't sound fun. With the Guardian music, that's really chill. So fascinating to see how the vaccine affects everyone so differently. Like, I know people to be completely fine after and others be taken out for 3 days. Yeah. Body just reacts differently, I guess. How's stream being? It's been very chill. We're wrapping up story seasons today, actually. At least until some updates come out to maybe streamline things a bit better. So this is going to be going on hold. I'm kind of considering switching over to Mario Kart again for the afternoon. I'm not sure. Feel sick or tired though, so I'm happy with that. I got the second shot. Get the second shot, sorry, next Tuesday evening, so we'll see what happens then. Fingers crossed nothing happens there, in terms of not feeling well. Bad side effects when getting vaccines, so surprised not to have worse things happen than sleeping and headaches, yeah. Autoimmune felt completely fine with my vax. I had a sore arm. I was sleepy after the first shot. See, it's funny. I'm not even concerned about the side effects. That's not what gets me. It's literally just the shot itself. I don't like needles. It freaks me out to no end. But it's also the first needle I think I've ever been excited to get because I want things to be somewhat normal again and I don't want to have to worry so much. It'll be a huge relief when my mom... Oh, that is not the right area. When my mom and I are both fully vaxxed. Which at the moment, both of our appointments are booked for late August and September, respectively. Because of how Canada is rolling out the vaccines. Hopefully they start moving that up. Freaky Spirit with a 14-month resub. Thank you so very much. How are you doing today? Did so well to feel like she pressed a pen to my arm. Didn't hurt at all. That's really great. I love when doctors are able to do that. Very surprised with how quick the US has been rolling them out. Yeah. I know a lot of the US has had very, very fast rollout, which is great. They've definitely spaced things out here. They're trying to get as many people, especially in the younger age group now, vaxxed before September, so that school can resume in person. That's kind of like the big thing. And second doses are like lower priority. Much longer do you plan on streaming? Well, I'm about to go on a break here. And then I'll be streaming until hopefully around 3-ish, give or take. But before I go on break, you guys, I wanted to say, do you guys feel like switching over to some Mario Kart? If I was to do that, who would be interested in joining me for some races today? Hands up in chat. And if you guys are new and you have Mario Kart on the Switch, you're more than welcome to join in as well. Do you want to get the second shot for months? Here, the different vaccines have different max times. Yeah, Rebecca, that's the scary part that apparently the government's not talking about here. I'm bad at it, but I can join. Yes, sure do I not all join? Yeah, heck yeah. Oh no, Cece, I hope you have a good day at work. Oh god, turn that down. This music's too good. It's too good. It's too powerful. But yeah, we'll switch on over into some Mario Kart. I feel like I'm kind of looking to get kind of amped up and have some fun there. So if you guys want to join, it's super just chill. I'm not very competitive in Mario Kart, so it'll just be standard 150cc races, normal items, stuff like that. So all right, sounds good, Megan. Sounds good. I hope the appointment goes well. So give me like 10 minutes here, you guys. I'm gonna go on my break. I'm gonna switch games. I'll try to remember to switch the title. I'll play some ads while I'm gone. It does help support the channel and myself without you guys having to do anything, which is great. And if you get up and stretch, you won't even see it. And then also when that's done, I'll play some stream moment videos so you guys can watch me failing at things. 10-minute break. We'll switch on over into some Mario Kart. Thank you guys so much for being here, if you're sticking around for story seasons. If you're hanging out for Mario Kart, I really do appreciate it. So I'll see you guys all real soon.